Well, it's the next morning, and everyone is waking up late. Krishna was so angry she decided to sleep in instead of tending her garden, which is not good. She better get up. And Amit is going to be late for work if he doesn't get a move on it right now. Krishna, honey, I know you're upset, but you need to wake up. It's another hot morning and your garden is already starting to wilt. And you wouldn't want that to happen. We actually have some crops today. Come on, ladies of the house, get up. Krishna cannot tend to this garden alone. Even though Krishna is ecstatic about her garden and how much is flourishing, she is still so mad at Amit right now. All she did was buy herself 2 little outfits. That's it. It's not like she went out to go buy a car or something. He buy brand new appliances every day. He makes money in his sleep and he couldn't let her buy a couple of saris and a pair of shoes? It's ridiculous. Krishna's mother always told her not to go to bed angry, but she just could not talk to him. She just couldn't control her temper. And she ended up actually making a fool of herself. I mean, streaking all around the house and in the front yard? What was she thinking? Krishna's parents promised Amit's parents a more humble and modest bride. She was definitely not modest when she was streaking in the yard. She's gonna have a serious talk with him. That is after she drops off her fruit and vegetables at the market. She hopes she'll get a good price for all of it. Because it's becoming more and more clear to her, if this marriage does not work, she'll definitely need a career to fall back on. And with the way things are going for me, it might just be heading towards divorce. Krishna does take marriage seriously, but if it's doomed to fail, then there's no reason to stick it out. Krishna never wanted to fail at anything, especially not a marriage. So she's gonna prepare Amit a nice dinner tonight and try and work things out with him. Well, we almost have this garden fully weeded, fully watered, and fully picked. I cannot wait to see what we get. I can't wait to see how many crops we get. Ugh, everyone's been working so hard in this garden. Everyone stinks. Everyone stinks, is exhausted, and hungry. But they finally got it all done. Now, let's see. We're going to get all the vegetables from everyone else and give them to Krishna. Let's see. Ooh, 17 heads of lettuce, 18 tomatoes, 7 apples. That's pretty good. Well, after everyone eats, Krishna is going to the market and see what she can get for all this. I'm sure Krishna is feeling extremely embarrassed from that show she put on last night. Her little temper tantrum has not gone unnoticed by her family. Amit just left work. She wanted to make him a nice dinner, but she wants to go to the store too. Well, she has to choose. Making her money or making her husband dinner. Well, she better clean the house up at least. And then maybe she could have her talk with him. I'm sure she's just glad that no one has told her how childish she was acting. Because honestly, she was. Maybe she could make Amit something really nice for dinner, like dim sum. Maybe she can try and make him happy by showing off what an experienced cook she is. They do say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach, so she better make him dinner quick before he gets back here. If there's enough time, she'll be able to still go to the grocery store and fetch a price for those apples, tomatoes, and that head of lettuce. Look at this. Amit's already back home and working again. He didn't even come in and say hello to her. Well, he better come to the kitchen. Dinner's almost ready. Oh, and it looks like dinner's done. And not a moment too soon. And not a moment too soon. It looks good. Well, dig in, everyone. Dinner is ready. Husband, would you like to change? Or you can just eat whatever you want. Okay, apparently Amit's not even talking to her. Fantastic. Oh, look at that. More good news. Krishna just sold some of her beeswax for $38. Well, then we can definitely add that to our bank account. Make deposit. $38. $190 in the bank. We're not doing bad. The food is delicious, honey, don't you think? Amit was very quiet during dinner, but she still needs to talk to him about last night. And even though at this point it's like beating a dead horse, she does need to talk to him about college again. I hope this talk goes better than all of the rest of the talks. 'Cause I think now it's time for them to have a serious conversation. I need to talk to you, Amit. It's very important. No offense, Mama. Can you go, please? Okay, so what do you want to talk about? Amit, we need to talk about money. Money is not an issue, Krishna. It is when you won't let me use it. All I wanted was a few dresses to look nice for you. You didn't even compliment the way I looked. You immediately jumped at my throat like I was a thief. You have to ask for permission, Krishna. Permission? I'm not a child. I did not say you were, but it's still my money. We are married, Amit. We're partners. It's our money. Well, when you start earning it, then we are partners. Not that that is going to happen. You know what? There's that word again. Allowed. I hate that. I'm a grown woman. I do not need your permission. We need to come to a compromise, Amit. Or this is never going to work. Do you really want our marriage to fail? No, I don't. Well, nor do I. So here's what I'm thinking. I tell you what, Amit. I should get an allowance. Not much, but something to get me by. Say $5 a day? $5? That's not much. Exactly. Well, I don't know. What's the catch? No catch, Amit. Just so I can have some pocket money. Does that sound fair to you, Amit? Yes, I guess that sounds fair. Okay, great. Well, I think that was productive, but I'm going out now. Okay, that's fine. I must take this call anyway. Well, I actually think that conversation went pretty well. So he's willing to at least give her $5 a day. Well, $5 a day doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a lot more than what she was getting from him before. And she's not taking those sorries back. She'll just give him back the money that she's getting from the supermarket. Because she's about to go sell her stuff. Her very first batch of produce. And this is only the first batch. Can you imagine how much she'll get once her garden starts really thriving? Now let's add that to her bank account. So let's say we'll give Amit $100 for the outfits. Now Krishna has $365 in the bank. And her husband is completely unaware. She is already a quarter of the way to paying for her last semester of university. Well, she better head back home and get some rest, because tomorrow she's going to have to work in her garden again. Okay, you guys, so we are back, and I think it's about time that Krishna woke up. I know her garden needs to be watered immediately. And look at all the beautiful crops that are waiting for us. Come on, Krishna, get up. And we want Grandma Patel and Mama Patel to come out and help us too. Come on, awake, awake. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Yes, hello. Good morning, everyone. Awake, awake, awake. I'm sure everyone doesn't appreciate the early morning wake-up call, but this is very important to Krishna. It looks like everything is in need of a good watering and a good harvest. Let's see, do we have some apples? Yes, we finally have some apples sprouting out. Our lime trees are doing good, but they haven't actually grown yet, but they will soon. Oh, look at this, a beautiful Sweet William flower right in our own backyard. Well, then I feel there's no harm in picking that, right? I think it was meant for us. There you go. Look at that, $200. Ooh. Let's deposit that into the bank right away. Look at that. We have $565 now in the bank. And didn't we talk Amit into giving us $5 allowance every day? Told you everything adds up. And once we finish harvesting these crops and take them to the grocery store, we'll add that to our bank account too. Krishna is going to have enough money for school and to travel and to buy things she needs. Nothing can stop her at this point. Come on, ladies. Put your backs into it. Krishna is too excited. She wants to get this stuff to the store. And how's Amit faring by himself? On a computer, working indefinitely. Again. You know, Amit is like the most boring person on the planet. All he does is work. No wonder Krishna can't get to know him. He has no personality. I think we also want to take half of the crops we have and fertilize the rest of our garden. We want things to grow as strong as possible because that's how we'll make the most money off of it. Hard to imagine that just a few days ago this garden was an empty field. Now it's beautiful and flourishing. Let's see, we got half of the garden done, but there's still another half to go. There's a few things that still haven't gotten watered yet. We don't want them to start shriveling. The bell peppers are taking an extremely long time to grow. But once they're fully mature, they should make us a lot of money. I'm just glad Krishna has someone to help her in this garden. Can you imagine if she was doing this all by herself? She'd be out here for hours. If she was doing this alone, by the time she was finished, she would go into the house just to pass out. She wouldn't even make it to the grocery store to sell everything. I think we're just about done with everything. In fact, I think there's only one plant that hasn't been watered. Okay, everything's done. Now let's fertilize our garden. But before Grandma and Mama Patel leave, I want those fruits. Yeah, don't think you were going to be so slick and just walk away with them. We're not getting a large variety of stuff yet, so hopefully we'll start getting some more stuff soon. But right now, we have 18 tomatoes, 15 heads of lettuce, and 7 apples. Of course, we're going to use some to fertilize all of our plants, and then whatever we have left, we'll take to the market. Does Amit not work today? No, he doesn't actually. And he has tomorrow off from work too. Well, then you know what? I think then Amit and Krishna need to spend some time together. I know some of you guys don't like Amit because he's too hard on Krishna. And Krishna doesn't really like him that much right now either. But it is her husband and she doesn't want her marriage to fail. And according to him, he doesn't want it to fail either. That means they need to get to know each other. And they're never going to do that if she spends all her time plotting on going off to college and he spends all his time working on his computer. They need to get out. In fact, I think they need to have a honeymoon. She wanted to go to Egypt. That would be the perfect spot to go. And they have enough money to go on a vacation. I think she should definitely ask him. But first, I do want her to go to the grocery store. But then they should make a plan to get away. I'm sure she'll be happy to have her mother-in-law off her back for a few days. Because you, Mama Patel, are not invited. Honeymooners only. She about to use up everything she have on this garden. I don't think smelling is going to convince her husband that they need to have some alone time together. No one wants to be alone with a person who smells like that. While Krishna used pretty much everything she had. And there's still more things that need to be fertilized. But she's too hungry, too tired, and just smells too bad. She needs to get inside the house and wash up and eat. Well, we have some leftover dim sum. And after she eats, she can take a shower too. And then we can try and convince Amit to take us on a honeymoon. Come on, eat up, Krishna. And try and think of a really nice way to ask Amit if he could take you on vacation. Woo! Wow. Amit just made a lot of money, but something broke. Was it his laptop? Oh my goodness. I'm sure he's upset now. He loves to work at home. Ooh, but he needs to go to the bathroom and he needs to eat. Well, he better hurry up then. And our dishwasher broke. That's no good. And we already know Amit's rule. He don't fix things. He just throws them out. Brand new laptop. Ouch. But we still have a ton of money. So we can still try to get him to take us on a honeymoon. She just has to wait on the perfect time to ask him. Well, he seems happy now that he's playing his video games. Maybe she should ask him now. Okay, well, here goes nothing. Amit, can I talk to you? Not right now, Krishna. Please, I wanted to talk to you about something that I thought would be nice for the both of us. Well, you know we never really had a honeymoon. I thought a trip to Egypt would be nice. What? That's expensive, Krishna. But come on, you work so hard. You deserve a vacation. Come on. Krishna, A trip would be a lot of money. But I do have some business in Samhara. I guess a trip would not be such a bad idea. Really? So you want to go for business? Krishna, do you want to go on a honeymoon or not? Yes, I do. So yes, let's go on a trip. I'll start booking tickets. Okay, you do that. Well, at least he said yes. So let's go book those tickets. We can leave tonight. Hopefully Amit won't want to spend a whole time doing work. It would be so nice if they could actually get to know each other and bond on this honeymoon / business trip. But all we can do is hope for the best. So let's book our tickets to Egypt. Sorry, Nawa and Samya, you can't come with us. And we're going for 3 days. Ooh, I'm so excited. Come on, Amit, get dressed. This honeymoon is a big deal. It may be Krishna's and Amit's only chance to really get to know each other. Well, let's get to the airport and go on our trip.